election in South India, especially Karnataka, Kerala, and Tamil Nadu. And for that, we have with us today Professor and former Vice Chancellor Gopa sir. So welcome you, sir. And we have with us Director of CSSP, Dr. A.K. Verma sir. As usual, the most youngest and enthusiastic person, I must say like that. And we have with us also Professor Saroj Kumar Verma sir. He is joining from Pune, but has been dean and head of political science in Jammu in Jayaprakash Narayan Vishwavidyalaya Chhapra, and MM Semwal and other dignitaries also. So today we are going before coming to the point. I must put some pointers before our special guest today, Gopa sir, that during 2019 election, NDA got to 353 seats all over India. This is the stats: 353 seats, and percentage-wise, it was almost 45%. BJP got 303 seats and 37.76% of votes. Indian National Congress got 52 seats and 19.66% of votes. That is almost half of the percentage of votes which BJP got, almost. But the difference of seats is very much. That means almost 250 seats difference. So this is an enigma first past the post system. So in that context, also we have to understand what kind of things we are going to propose or we are going to see in the coming 2024 election. Already one phase election, already one first phase of polling had done, and the second one going to on 26th of April. More specifically, when we come to Kerala, Kerala has 20 Lok Sabha seats, Karnataka has 28, and Tamil Nadu has 38 seats. During the last election in Kerala, total electorate are almost 250 crores of people, and the polling was very much high, almost 81.3% of votes, almost perhaps the highest polling percentage in country, besides northeast countries, northeast states. And Indian National Congress got 15, IML 2, CPM 1, RCP 1, KCM 1, and NDA got 15.6% of votes without getting any seats. That means getting a chunk of valuable votes but not getting any kind of votes. So this is the most important factor which I perceive here. The second one, Karnataka, polling percentage was 68.81%. BJP got 25, Indian National Congress 1, JDS 1, and Independent 1, total 28. And in Tamil Nadu, poll percentage was 73.31%, DMK 23, Congress 8, CPI 2, CPM 2, IML 1, others 2. DMK got 33%, Congress 12.9%, and others like that. So this is the data of last election, last general election of 2019. What I see or what I perceive, is there any kind of or is there any scope for BJP in Tamil Nadu, keeping the fact that our Prime Minister is hitting the deck very fast in that state by joining the cultural aspect of Banaras and Tamil Nadu and Tamil Sangamam, like that kind of events. So this is one point. The second one, that in Karnataka now the helm of affairs has been changed by the recent assembly poll, and Indian National Congress got a very thumping majority there, and what the news are coming that BJP and NDA is on a weaker foot now. So they may not be repeating the same feat this time. And in Kerala, perhaps what I think the situation is going to be almost the same. So in that background, I welcome you, sir, Professor Gopal, sir, and I request you to have some kind of introspection, to have some kind of light on these three states. So, sir, Gopal, sir, I welcome you all, and you now take your time, sir. Okay, sir, unmute कर लें.
You are muted, Gopal sir, you are muted. Kindly unmute yourself.
Okay. Am I audible?
Yes,
sir.
Yeah. So thank you, Parmaji. Thank you, all others, Sanjay Kumar and Saroj Kumarji and Kamal Srivastavaji. And welcome. For thanking you for welcoming me. Happy to be associated with the CSSP. Very happy to see that a discussion on South India is of interest to you. That is very important because politics is much more complex and varied than in the Indo-Gangetic plain. So let us discuss all the three states, Kerala, Karnataka and Tamil Nadu. And all the three has three different kinds of variations. So let me start with the Kerala itself and then move on to Tamil Nadu and then move on to Karnataka step by step. Kerala, as all of us know, has been famous for its bipolar coalition politics. Coalition has become the cradle of its political culture, and it has been there for more than 60 years. But coalition has found out a strategy in the form of bipolar politics, where it almost resembles to that of a two-party competition in the form of one led by the Congress traditionally and the other led by the communists or the CPM on the other side. And both the CPM and the Congress are very mastering, and they are having their own kinds of skill and technique of ensuring that their coalition carries the maximum weightage so that it can pull out a victory. So triangular contests or quadrangular contests are unknown to Kerala for many, many decades. So if you want to win in Kerala, the candidate must get normally 42, 43, 44% of votes. So this is one dilemma. And for the BJP to enter into this bipolar politics and to see that it becomes a force to reckon with in electoral plank, that becomes a very big challenge. But having been noticed the rise of BJP, although incremental, I remember when BJP got 2% votes, when I remember when it became 6%, 7%, 8%. Now it is 15%. Definitely this time the BJP will score 17 to 18% average at the state level. And the rise of BJP amidst the bipolar coalition politics is a Herculean task. Number one, they do not get probably good allies where they can muster up sufficient electoral support base. And another factor is that Kerala's peculiar demography, where you have 27% of Muslims, you have nearly 19% of Christians, 10% of Dalits, of which 50% of the Dalits are Christians. And then you have almost 50% or 49% Hindu community. But the reality is that there has been so much of social reform movement in the history of Kerala, and that brought the reforms in the caste system in Hindu community, and therefore communism got very good popularity given the kind of social reform movement that took place for a long time. So ideologically, the immediate challenge for the BJP is the CPM ideologically. And another challenge is that CPM holds technically a grand share of the Hindu community. If you take a cross analysis of the votes that come for the CPM, 2/3 of its votes come from Hindu community only, mostly backward community, but it comes from the Hindu community. Whereas for the Congress, it comes mostly from the Christians and some sections of the Hindus, and definitely large chunk of the Muslim community. And in the coalition politics, Muslim League has been historically and traditionally being part of the Congress movement or the Congress-led coalition. So to develop a breakthrough, given the demography and given the bipolar coalition politics, is extremely difficult for the BJP. So unlike in other states of India, the rise of BJP is problematic in Kerala state. That is why the BJP has brought in veteran people, knowledgeable people from other side, particularly Malayalis who have done very well, like the metro man called Sridharan, and now the IT expert and the minister, IT minister Rajiv Chandrasekhar. Both are Malayalis, but they are not working in Kerala. So reputed people are being brought to contest so that the conventional stigma of the BJP can be erased. So there is a stigma against the BJP in Kerala, and the BJP find it very difficult to remove. But looking at its growth, although incremental, it is growing. But to get a seat is very challenging. So far, only one assembly seat it has won in 2016. And in the last election, that seat also was lost. Because of the fact that these two major coalitions, UDF and LDF, they wanted to checkmate the rise of the BJP. So they cross out. Now they are part of the India coalition. Even without India coalition, they cross out to ensure that BJP seldom win in the election. So BJP has got few A plus seats. A plus seats means A plus constituencies. Out of 20, they have identified 7 prominent constituencies where they could increase their vote share and probably win. So this include Trivandrum in the south, Attingal again in the south, the neighboring constituency of Trivandrum. Then you have Aleppi or Alappuzha. Then Pathanamthitta, another dominant area where the BJP has a large chunk of support share. Then definitely Trichur, Palghat, and Kasaragod. So these are spread across the state from north to south. It has got reasonably 7 constituencies where their vote share will be more than 25%. But in a triangular contest, you need 35% to ensure a victory. So BJP is trying to force in triangular contest, but so far I had seen only 2 constituencies, Lok Sabha constituencies, where BJP has some chance. One is Trichur, famous temple Guruvayur is here in Trichur, that is in central Kerala. And the other is the capital city where I am sitting here, Trivandrum. So these are the 2 constituencies where the BJP hope to win. So the present electoral interest that goes ahead as of now is that UDF or the Congress-led coalition, wherein Muslim League is a powerful component, they have the following advantages. The number one advantage is that Congress is not in power either in center or in Kerala. So they do not suffer from any anti-incumbency. And with sizable minority population of 48% or so, including Dalit Christians, Congress tried to cultivate this group and also to ensure that BJP is becoming very powerful at the national level. So to checkmate the BJP, Congress has to be supported. The left has no base at the national level. So this theory has struck in the minds of the people, and therefore the UDF has a big advantage as far as Lok Sabha election is concerned. But when it comes to the second point, that the present government led by the Left Democratic Front, CPM Pinarayi Vijayan, suffer from huge anti-incumbency. They are ruling the state for a second time consecutively. They were elected in 2016, re-elected in 2021 with a huge majority. But the power craze had created a lot of problems in terms of nepotism, corruption, violence, price rise, and also the kind of arrogance shown by the party cadres, both at the student level and youth level, and also the manner in which the police is being controlled. So there is a huge lot of anti-incumbency against the left. And in a state like Kerala, where BJP is only growing, Lok Sabha election is a great opportunity for them to project. I have seen a survey conducted by a student, a colleague of mine. He noticed that the Modi's popularity is close to 35%, but BJP's vote share is only 16%, 1/6. So while Modi is appreciated, but it doesn't translate into votes everywhere. So look at this, 35% for Modi, but 16% for BJP's vote share. So this is a science of psephology also. So despite Modi's popularity, Modi is also challenged or hated by some section of the people. And the Left Democratic Front highlight the CAA as a dangerous thing. And they feel that this is one step for removing Muslim community from the citizenship. And this kind of false propaganda has impacted to some extent. But there are other challenges, including some of the statements made by the BJP leaders in North India, like that we are going to change the constitution, we may make this country Hindu Rashtra, and also the incidents in Manipur, where there's a sizable Christian population in Kerala. They believe that Christians in Manipur are being attacked. So all these create what is kind of an anti-BJP politics in Kerala. And that goes straight to the UDF and the Congress, not to the left, as far as parliament election is concerned. That is why I believe that there is a strong UDF wave, because to invest in left, the people will feel that UDF and the Congress will be defeated. And the Congress has to become a major opposition at the national level, for which much seats should come. And therefore, they are investing so much in the Congress. Even the left supporters, they don't mind, because they are now part of the India alliance. Look at Trivandrum, for example, where Shashi Tharoor, the Congress Working Committee member, the popular intellectual and writer, he is challenged by another Malayali from Bangalore called Rajiv Chandrasekhar, a cabinet minister. The fight is very prestigious, but there is a third candidate called the left candidate, Left Democratic Front. So the Left Democratic Front candidate is an ideal communist leader, but the fact is that vote transfer will take from the communists to the Congress. So naturally, Rajiv Chandrasekhar may be defeated. Although he may increase his vote share compared to the previous election, BJP is getting second position in Trivandrum for the last 3 consecutive times, 2009, so 2014, 2019, and this time also, BJP will be either number 1 or 2 in Trivandrum. But to get the breakthrough, particularly when you have minorities in coastal areas of Trivandrum, and if they vote instead of the left, they move to the Congress, I think Shashi Tharoor may win for the 4th time. Despite the fact that everybody knows he has not done much to the constituency's growth. He has been a great parliamentarian, great speaker, great scholar, but he was not a doer, in the sense that Trivandrum did not benefit much from Shashi Tharoor. Everybody knows that. But finally, the politics is going in this level. So BJP may win 1 seat in Kerala, that is in Trichy, where there is a clear, neat, fascinating triangular contest. The CPI candidate is not transferring the vote, but trying to win the election. Congress candidate is none other than the former Chief Minister's son, Karnataka's son, Muralidharan. He was previously MP also. And the popular cine actor, Suresh Gopi from BJP, he polled 29% in the last election, close to 30%. And he has done very good work, particularly among the minority Christian community, who constitute 21% of the Trichy Lok Sabha. And he has done enough work during the last 5 years. He was a Rajya Sabha member. So he invested so much in Trichy and created a kind of an acceptance. And he has a reasonable chance, because vote transfer will not take place. And if his vote share from 29% will rise to 35 or 36, he is sure to win, because of the clear triangular fight. In Trivandrum, it is not a triangular fight. So the anti-left Democratic Front trend, because of the misrule of the government, so that benefits the Congress, not to the BJP. So this is the dilemma that the BJP faces in Kerala. But one thing I can tell you, the conventional stigma of the BJP is getting erased. BJP is getting more acceptable in Kerala. but its ability to break through seats is a really challenging problem given the bipolar politics. But bipolarism is declining. Conventional bipolarism is slowly declining, and maybe over a period of time, because the central leadership of the BJP looked at Kerala in a different strategy. They wanted to have Congress Mukta Kerala. So their primary rival was Congress, not the left. Ideologically, it could have been the left. But instead of attacking the Hindu-dominated Communist Party, the Congress, the BJP loaded its guns towards the Congress, attracting Hindu leaders to the BJP and few Christian leaders also. So in a way, it is interesting. I mean, it may be useful for the BJP at the national level because they wanted to reduce the maximum number of seats for the Congress at the national level. But for that, they are indirectly supporting the left. So this is the actual politics of BJP in Kerala. In Congress Mukta Bharat, applicable to Kerala means indirectly there is a alleged understanding between CPM and the BJP. With the result, both of them will become losers and the UDF may get larger gains. But BJP is becoming more acceptable in the sense their dealings with the left is not open, it is secret. But at the same time, BJP is ideologically challenging the CPM and the issues like CAA, Manipur issue, then the challenge of changing the constitution into a Hindu Rashtra, and all, including uniform civil code. All these are controversial themes in Kerala politics. The media is also very unfriendly to the BJP. So given all these situations, to penetrate into Kerala politics, I would say that if BJP win one seat, it is almost like winning 80 seats in Uttar Pradesh. That is a kind of competition that the BJP faces. So, but anyway, BJP is becoming more acceptable in Kerala politics. Its vote share may increase to 17 or 18%. From another 3% rise is surely there. And they have fielded few very good candidates. So that is how it is goes. So UDF may gain, my projection is that UDF may gain 17 seats, 17 out of 20, 2 seats to the left and 1 seat to the BJP. 17 to 1. 70 out of 17, 15 to the Congress, 1-5 to the Congress, 2 to the Muslim League. Out of 20, 17, 85% goes to the Congress, sorry, to the UDF. Of the 17 seats, 15 to the Congress, 2 to the Muslim, 2 seats to the Muslim League. And for the CPM, they may get maximum 2 seats. Maximum 2 seats. And BJP may win 1 seat in Trichy. So 17 to 1. This could be the probability. So UDF wave is there in Kerala. And because of the strong anti-LDF trend, and also because of the strong minority feeling that the BJP should not come for a third time, and that brings the UDF support base. So the vote shift from left to the UDF, to the Congress, and further the feeling that BJP has to be prevented. Again, that the misrule of the Left Democratic Front in Kerala state, all these benefit the Congress. So this is how Kerala electoral politics is poised for. So I would rather open up for questions on Kerala. Varmaji, shall I open it for Kerala and then move to another state, or move to other states and come back?
Questions at a time, and you can take all the states, and then we can.
Okay, together. Fine. So Kerala, in the southern, deep south state, southern part, it is the kind of politics is moving because of the conventional coalition politics, and also because that it is so different from the Indo-Gangetic plain, and further that we have a strong left politics where international issues are also being discussed, and all these factors count in the electoral politics of Kerala. So we have now a bipolar politics slowly declining, and the BJP is trying to penetrate between the UDF and LDF as a third coalition rival. Fine. Now let me move on to Tamil Nadu. As indicated, it's a huge state with the 39 seats, if you count Pondicherry also. And Tamil Nadu is historically famous for regional politics. Since 1967, Congress never won in Tamil Nadu. Congress sat in the opposition in 67. In 1969, when Congress got divided, the opposition-led Congress by Kamraj, not Indira faction, became the major rival to the DMK. And DMK itself got split in 1970 between DMK and ADMK, and between Karnanidhi. Karnanidhi's guru was Annadurai, and when Karnanidhi reigned the state for a long time, only to be challenged by his friend, former colleague M.G. Ramachandran, a film actor, who rebelled from DMK to launch a rival party called the ADMK. So the ADMK was born in 1971, and thereafter ADMK became very popular over the DMK. After M.G. Ramachandran's popularity and his passing away, he was succeeded by Jayalalitha, another cine actress, who led the ADMK to power on 3 occasions post 1984. But DMK, being a cadre party with sound ideological orientation, sound narrative, and also with the leaders at the regional and sub-regional level, local level, so it evolved into a very powerful cadre party. And even when it sat in the opposition, it had sizable seats in Tamil Nadu Assembly. And it is famous for its regional politics, upholding the Dravidian values. So all these helped the DMK to survive despite the setbacks it received during the peak of the popularity of ADMK, led either by M.G. Ramachandran or his successor Jayalalitha. But what happened was, after Jayalalitha's passing away, there was a leadership crisis between 2 leaders in ADMK, and eventually it led to an unavoidable split in the ADMK. So ADMK is not powerful today to the extent to which it was powerful in the past, and DMK remains as the most powerful political party. And even without the support of any coalition, DMK can win almost all seats in Tamil Nadu. That is a kind of popularity that the DMK enjoys in Tamil Nadu. But let me bring the story of BJP here. BJP was an ally of ADMK for a long time, and ADMK was supporting NDA, and it shared power at the national level also. And for a moment, I can say DMK was also at one point of time a part of the NDA during the Vajpayee's tenure, if you can recall. But then later, it walked out of NDA. Instead, ADMK came to the NDA alliance. But now, today, BJP wanted to increase its vote share and see whether they can win few seats in Tamil Nadu. So that's a great problem, because given the Dravidian cult and the value system and the historical objection to the kind of, they call it in quotation, North Indian domination, there's a very powerful narrative in Tamil Nadu, particularly over their commitment to Tamil literature and Tamil language. Regionalism is extremely powerful in Tamil Nadu state. I think even the cultural nationalism in Punjab or in Bengal will not come closer to the kind of Tamil regionalism. Can we believe that until 1972, DMK was even advocating separation from Indian Union? They wanted to have a separate Tamil Nadu country until 1972. But later they watered it down and became a part of the Indian federal structure. And all the time they are attacking the centralized domination, whether it was led by the Congress during the Congress hegemony or by the BJP, NDA during the last 10 years or even during the Vajpayee's tenure. So there is a strong objection to the kind of domination by the Hindi heartland, and DMK is continuing that kind of narrative, and becomes very difficult for the BJP to penetrate into the Tamil heartland. Just like the Hindi heart, you have a Tamil heartland. So what BJP did was, two things. Number one, it broke off from ADMK. Because anyway, ADMK is going to decline, and it won't become a powerful force in the near future. It lacks sound leadership after the passing away of Jayalalitha and M.G. Ramachandran earlier. So it lacks proper leadership. So number one, they broke the alliance with ADMK. BJP broke the alliance with ADMK. Secondly, they brought a leadership change in the BJP. They found out Annamalai, a former IPS officer, he was asked to resign from IPS and join party politics. A learned person belonging to backward caste, but with sufficient knowledge and ability to speak, argue, a very good debater too, and the kind of intelligence he is showing is bringing a sharp effect in Tamil Nadu politics. So what is actually being done is that BJP is trying to challenge the DMK from a person from Tamil Nadu itself and trying to create a kind of a leadership appeal, because Tamil Nadu is famous for leadership image, whether it was during Annadurei's time or during M.G. Ramachandran or Karunanidhi or all this time, because of the influence of cinema in the minds of the people, the personality cult is a dominant factor. So currently, neither Chief Minister Stalin nor Annamalai, the BJP leader, or Pannirselvam, the ADMK leader, none of them are cine actors. They are practical politicians. So what BJP is trying to do is that to create a kind of a charisma with Annamalai and trying to see whether he can bring glory to the BJP by working so hard. So BJP is almost alone. There is a Patali Makkal Kachi, PMK, a small regional party supporting BJP in the NDA. So they are strong in some roots only. The problem with the other Tamil Nadu parties, they are regionally and caste-wise divided. So there are a half a dozen Tamil parties, but the roots of such Tamil parties are not language, but caste. Because you find, like in North India, where you have OBC politics, and then you have, as you find in Uttar Pradesh, non-Yadav politics, Jatav politics, as you may discuss. You have in Tamil Nadu also several OBC castes competing each other. So some of these OBC castes are dominant. So they fight each other, and therefore this had led to divisions like Vaniyar, Nadar. So these kinds of divisions among the OBC Tamil caste has resulted in the rise of small regional parties. You can call them small sub-regional parties. In assembly elections, they are able to win few seats here and there. So BJP has caught hold of one party called PMK, Patali Makkal Kachi, and trying to see whether they can attract more political parties, smaller parties to its fold. Because you can't avoid coalition politics. As all of us know, most of the parliamentary democracies are run by coalition parties. And coalition is part and parcel of party system in parliamentary system. So there is nothing wrong in attracting more and more parties. But the problem with the BJP is that it has been famous for its growth through North Indian states. BJP is not a centralized party. As we look at the history, it evolved from regions. It evolved from Hindi heartland, but through different regions. And if you look at the election manifesto of the BJP in the earlier period, it was advocating more rights and freedom for the states. So its federal approach was more supportive of the states, not like the Congress centralized approach towards the constitution. But today, having been in power and also some of the policies during Modi government, there is a feeling that the India is more becoming a Unitarian. And in Tamil Nadu politics, the kind of federal revolt that Tamil Nadu leads, particularly led by DMK, I think DMK is trying to champion that cause. And it is exactly here the BJP faces a rival, because BJP has to challenge DMK for being how to transform or bring in Dravidian values in the BJP so that it becomes a truly pan-Indian national party. Secondly, how it can bring breakthrough in the Tamil narrative, and that is why they brought in Annamalai, an IPS officer turned a politician, and trying to see how such poor leaders, poor people can be brought into highlights. So BJP, Annamalai is doing an excellent job in strengthening the BJP, but otherwise the story is this: DMK is likely to win 90% of the seats in Tamil Nadu. ADMK may get 0, may not win any seat, and BJP at the most may win 2 seats, at the most out of 39, at the most. Last time it was a clean sweep, and DMK is also sharing its support. When I say DMK, I included Congress, I included CPM, I included CPI. It is Pakka India Alliance. Kerala doesn't have an India Alliance, India Alliance. So this India Alliance is very strong in Tamil Nadu, but even without allies, DMK per se is capable of winning all the seats. So, but they have shared seats in such a way that Congress is getting few seats and the CPM and CPA are getting 1 or 2 seats like that. So this trend is very interesting. I remember in 1971, when Indira Gandhi wanted to get more seats to Lok Sabha, what she did was she surrendered all the assembly seats to DMK. Said, we are not contesting any seat in the assembly, but give us more seats in the Lok Sabha. Because out of 39, if the Congress gets 20 seats, it will be a large chunk of seats. So the then leadership, Karnataka, agreed to that formula. So as a result of which Congress got large number of seats during Indira Gandhi's time from Tamil Nadu. And she got 2/3 majority in 1971. So, but this time the DMK has not given that kind of seats to the Congress, but DMK has taken the largest share of seats in the alliance, and they have, because DMK by itself is very, very powerful. So what on the other side, BJP is trying to penetrate, and they have fielded the BJP president Annamalai in Coimbatore. Earlier, I remember when it was part of a National Democratic Alliance during Vajpayee's time, either with the support of DMK or later with the part of ADMK, BJP has won 3 seats in its history. Coimbatore, Nilagiri, Nagarkoil. Nagarkoil is near Kanyakumari. So Coimbatore, almost central part, and neighboring district is Nilagiri, where there is Ooty, Uttarakhand, the famous tourist place, and then Kanyakumari, Nagarkoil. So BJP has opened its account as early as 1998. So it won't be a surprise if BJP win 1 or 2 seats, particularly Nagarkoil or Coimbatore or Nilagiri. So maximum they may win 2 seats at the most. But one thing is certain, BJP's vote share was only 6% last time. This time they are likely to get nearly 20%. So that is a lion's breakthrough, the great breakthrough. BJP is trying to triple its vote share, but it may end up without any seat or with a seat or 1 or 2 seats. So it is going to be a DMK heavy majority of the India Alliance is getting large share out of 39, barring 2. 37 may go for India Alliance ultimately. That is what I would say about Tamil Nadu. So Tamil Nadu is regional politics led by DMK, and DMK is comfortably placed despite corruption charges, etc. But the luck on the fortune on the part of DMK was its major rival ADMK is in shambles. It is in disarray, and ADMK without proper leader and fighting among themselves, Pannirselvam and Palanisamy. So they have divided, and this election will prove to be the Waterloo of ADMK, and ADMK will be destroyed in this election. So BJP is trying to jump into this position as a major opposition party in Tamil Nadu. Even if they may not win much seats, the idea is that BJP should become a major opposition party, and thereby it will get a Tamil value system also. The Tamil chapter in the BJP's volume is important. So that is what they are trying to do with Annamalai. And Annamalai is doing great work. And if you follow the social media, we can get as much of work being done. But being a triangular fight, DMK and the India Alliance is comfortably placed. You have DMK, India Alliance, followed by BJP, and then followed by the ADMK. So there are 3 triangular fight, but not a balanced triangular fight. So DMK is going to be Ind Alliance favor support out of 39. My projection is 37 plus 2. 2 for BJP and 37 for the India Alliance. Now coming to Karnataka, a state which recently elected Congress party to power. Now this problem with the BJP was doing fairly very well in Karnataka. Historically, it was a Congress-dominated state, but since 2002, BJP was growing in Karnataka. It has done great work in the form of penetrating into the grassroots. It has worked very deeply among the student community, among the youth community, among the women. So it was able to grow, and particularly with the kind of Hindutva ideology having a better reception in Karnataka among the South Indian states. Karnataka seems to be very receptive to the idea of Hindutva, and the kind of even the militant values, some of them built by Bajrang Dal, etc., got some kind of base in Karnataka. So over the period, BJP was able to defeat or sideline the Congress and ultimately got power. He did not get a complete majority, but it encouraged little defection in the Congress party and thereby worked out to ensure that it became the ruling party twice in the last 20 years. But the problem was why they lost the last assembly election, recent assembly election. In one sentence, you can say it is congressization or congressification of BJP. In other words, they had accepted large number of Congress leaders to the BJP. With the result, many of the corrupt leaders of the Congress became part of the BJP. So the previous government suffered from allegations of corruption. It became notorious for what is called 40% commission. In other words, what the Congress did in the form of corruption, the ex-congressmen joining the BJP had done lot of dangers to the BJP, and it became corrupt and lot of charges came through. And despite the groupism between Shivakumar and Yediyurappa, ultimately the Karnataka favored reasonably less corrupt government, and the anti-incumbency factor against the BJP government resulted in the defeat of the BJP government, state government in Karnataka. It was a real setback to the BJP leadership at the national level because Karnataka remained a strong fortress of BJP in the southern part of India. Now, with the Lok Sabha elections coming, what kind of changes that we are expecting here? See, BJP has got substantial base at the grassroots and a strong leadership at the national level, particularly for the Lok Sabha poll. So BJP is not weak in Karnataka, unlike in Tamil Nadu or in Kerala. BJP is substantially strong despite its electoral rout in the last year election. So despite the recent loss in the election, BJP is definitely very strong in Karnataka, and it immediately understood that the elections to the Lok Sabha is coming, found out an electoral understanding by bringing Janata Dal United to its coalition. But in Karnataka, the Janata Dal United coalition, they are, of course, you know very well that Deva Gowda was the Prime Minister of India. His son, S.D. Kumarasamy, happened to be the leader of the Janata Dal United. And Janata Dal United has got substantial base among the farmers and agricultural workers in Karnataka. Of course, JDU has some pockets in Kerala too. But the dilemma is that in Kerala and Karnataka, they have took two divergent positions. Janata Dal United is part of the Left Democratic Front in Kerala, but at the national level, or at least in Karnataka, they are now part of the BJP. So there is a clear alliance between Janata Dal United and the BJP in Karnataka. And my feeling is that this alliance may help BJP, but it may bring setback to the Janata Dal United, particularly because the minorities, the Muslim community in the Janata Dal, will soon walk away from Janata Dal United. They may join the Congress. So that is how the politics is going to be. But the ticket splitting between Lok Sabha and Assembly election is very clear and focused between Congress and the BJP as far as Karnataka state is concerned. And because they want a stable government at the national level, and the Modi popularity is still strong in Karnataka, so I think that BJP is not that poor as far as Karnataka is concerned, and they may do better, and they may not face a kind of a strong retaliation as they faced in the assembly election. because after all, assembly election was focused on the corruption charges, the 40% commission charges against the BJP-led government. But now the focus is on Modi factor and central government, and therefore the people may prefer definitely Modi government at the national level, and the Karnataka voters may give a slight edge to the BJP. There are 28 seats. So, and the 28 seats last time, except 26 seats went in favor of the BJP and its allies. But this time it is not that comfortably placed, but not that bad. So BJP may end up by getting 19 seats and probably 1 seat to the Janata Dal United. And the remaining 8 seats will certainly go to the Congress. So BJP in Karnataka has got some breathing space, in the sense that the assembly election result will not be reenacted. It is not going to repeat the assembly election. And the NDA may end up by getting 20 out of 28. So this is a projection. I also talked to some of our colleagues like Sandesh Shastri about the feeling in Karnataka. So he's also feeling that by and large, it is loaded in favor of the BJP. So the only state that BJP can hope in South India is Karnataka. But unlike in North India, it is not going to be a 100% vote base. So 20 for the NDA, 19 for the BJP, 19 plus 1 is for the JDU, and the remaining 8 will go for the Congress-led alliance. So this is how the Karnataka politics is concerned. And the Karnataka, the BJP advantage is there. And also they believe that at the national level, there are factors through which BJP can work. And particularly at the industrial level, Bangalore has been famous for considering as a Udyoga Nagari, and the kind of industrial advancement in infrastructural development, information technology. Karnataka is a very growing state, it's a prosperous state. It is growing. So the growth of the economy, I think BJP still has an advantage, because it was in power in Karnataka, and also that the national neoliberal policy also favor, and the Udyoga Nagari Bangalore, which is considered to be one of the strong centers of information technology, even at the global level. So ultimately, the youth support, and also the ordinary people preferring BJP over the Congress at the national level. So this may end up by getting a few more seats, but not to the extent to which in 2019. So instead of 26 seats, NDA may end up by 20 and BJP by 19 only. So in South India, they are going to lose 8 seats for sure. And I don't know whether they are going to compensate it by getting 2 or 3 seats from Karnataka, Tamil Nadu, and Kerala altogether. That is something hypothetical to say. So this is a scenario of South India. BJP's hope that it will achieve 370 or 400 was on the assumption that it will do very well in South India. I don't know how that, maybe a bandwagon appeal they try to do. Of course, Telangana, I have not done much work on Telangana, but I do feel that Telangana BJP may get 4 to 5 seats. And in Andhra Pradesh, they are in a very good alliance with TDP. So there also they may get a couple of seats, maximum 3 or 4 seats, slightly equivalent to what they have done in 2019. So last time they got 29-30 seats altogether from South India. So this time it is going to be much lesser. So at least a few seats, by 25 or so, if they are going to down by 19 plus 4 from Telangana and 3 from Andhra. So 26, maybe 28, almost. So they are not going to get any breakthrough. A little less, if not much. So the NDA's hope for getting 400 or 370, I think looking from south, it is very remote. So this is how I would say, but I try to convey the feeling that all the 3 states represent 3 different dimensions. Karnataka still pro-BJP, definitely Tamil Nadu Dravidian politics, and Kerala trying to revigorate and try to rejuvenate the Congress party and the India alliance through giving maximum number of seats to the Congress-led coalition. Thank you. So I will open for discussion if others are also interested. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. It was really wonderful to have a very lively discussion on your part regarding three states. And in the last, you also joined Andhra Pradesh and Telangana. And I was also thinking on that line also. Uh, पूरे साउथ इंडिया में दक्षिण भारत में 130 सीटें हैं सर, अगर आंध्र प्रदेश और तेलंगाना को कंबाइन कर दिया जाए, और उसमें 29 या और 30 और सीट्स बीजेपी को पिछली बार मिला था, जिसमें अकेले कर्नाटक में 25 सीट्स और 2 सीट्स या 3 सीट्स तेलंगाना में और बाकी आंध्रा में 1 या 2 सीट्स, ये स्कोर था। तो 29 और 30 सीट्स। एक जो आपकी बातों से, डिस्कशन से एक चीज समझ में आ रहा कि अल्टीमेटली वोटिंग जो होगा वह मोदी के लीडरशिप पर ही होगा, आधारित होगा कि अल्टीमेटली मोदी विल प्रिवेल। तो ऐसी कंडीशन में कर्नाटक में जैसा कि आपने बताया कि स्टिल मतलब बीजेपी हैज गॉट एन अपर हैंड, और इट मे सरप्राइज इन तमिलनाडु बाय गेटिंग 1 or 2 सीट्स इन केरला आल्सो। तो ये पूरा का पूरा जो सिनेरियो है और ये जो 400 पार का नारा है, अगर आउट ऑफ 130 आप जैसा कह रहे हैं 25 सीट्स बीजेपी को मिलेगा, तो बाकी रेस्ट 414 या 413 जो सीट्स हैं, उसमें से जो नॉर्थ इंडिया, वेस्ट और बाकी रेस्ट ऑफ द कंट्री है, उसमें बीजेपी को कैसे परफॉर्मेंस करना होगा, किस प्रकार से होगा, तो इन्हीं सब मुद्दों पर आधारित है। मुझे लगता है एक डिस्कशन है और मैं पार्टिसिपेंट से चाहूंगा कि आप सवाल करें, और इसके बाद हम सरोज वर्मा सर की तरफ भी चलेंगे कि एक नॉर्थ इंडियन जो पर्सपेक्टिव है वह क्या सोचता है साउथ इंडिया को, हम इस एंगल से सरोज वर्मा सर से जानना चाहेंगे। लेकिन उसके पहले गोपा सर से अगर कुछ सवाल है, हमारे पार्टिसिपेंट जो आज जुड़े हैं वो करना चाहते हैं तो आप कर सकते हैं। तो नाउ द फ्लोर इज ओपन फॉर ऑल ऑफ यू। जी
यस सर।
हाँ,
हेलो।
चंद्रलोक कुमार, अपना परिचय भी दे दें साथ में।
जी सर, मैं कुमाऊं यूनिवर्सिटी नैनीताल में रिसर्च स्कॉलर के रूप में हूँ सर।
ठीक।
सर, मेरा प्रश्न ये था कि जो इंटरनेशनल रिलेशन में खास करके जो लक्षद्वीप और कवरत्ती आइलैंड को लेकर के उसका क्या प्रभाव रहेगा पूरे इलेक्शन में तमिलनाडु के खास करके?
So this is one question. What would be the impact of Lakshadweep as far as international perspective is concerned and on the politics of Tamil Nadu? तमिलनाडु आपने कहा ना?
यस सर, तमिलनाडु पॉलिटिक्स।
तो तमिलनाडु के पॉलिटिक्स में लक्षद्वीप का तो मुझे नहीं लगता कि कोई इसका असर आएगा। कर्नाटका में भले आ सकता है, तमिलनाडु में इसका कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ेगा। हाँ, और एनीबडी एल्स? हाँ, एक साथ ही सर जवाब दे देंगे। गोपा सर, आप लोग का क्वेश्चन मैं ले लूं। एनीबडी एल्स? अंग्रेज या और कोई पूछना चाह रहे हैं?
Yes,
Vijay
sir.
Shankar?
Myself, Dr. Arpana Singh from BN Mandal University, Bihar.
Very nice.
Yes. So my question is that if I get the speaker right, that the Modi wave is there, but it's not that much prevalent as is in northern part of the country. So my question is, what are the base? Actually, sir delved very deep into the reasons why BJP is not fielding very well or not getting very well in these states, despite having sort of grip in Karnataka. So, but lastly, when sir you started your observation, you said that there is Modi wave. But what I got throughout the discussion that leaving this particular state of Karnataka, other states are not having that much, are not in that much grip of the current ruling government. So that was my observation, sir. Am I right or wrong? It is up to you, sir.
Yeah, you're right. The sense that every region has its own politics and its own variation. And even for the national election, this is the beauty of Indian federalism too. To create a kind of homogeneity becomes very difficult even for national elections, there are so much of tendencies that appear in the form of regional culture and regional issues. So when such problems dominate and the kind of value system, for example, in Kerala, the CPM or the Communist Party is very strong, but it is regionally limited to Kerala only. Now in West Bengal they had lost, Tripura they had lost, but in Kerala they remain a regional party with international ideology. So that is the beauty of Indian federalism. And then you find in Tamil Nadu another kind of regionalism which is purely Tamil oriented, although they call it Dravidian. It doesn't bring in all the Dravidian states. It is focused on Tamil values and that kind of Tamil culture and the kind of Tamil, the importance of Tamil literature from the Sangam age, claiming that this is one of the oldest languages in the world, so proud of its identity. So this is the nature of Indian federal system, where the regions are also having its own messages to communicate. That is why it is so different. Even for national election, a kind of homogenization becomes difficult. Even during the Indira Gandhi's days, when the Indira wave occurred, Tamil Nadu showed a different political message. So all different states having different values. In South India, Karnataka is having some impact of Modi wave, but that doesn't reach us anywhere near in Kerala or in Tamil Nadu. So this is a nature, particularly that what is decided at the national level, particularly in the Hitni heartland, need not penetrate down to the region level. Because India is such a huge country, and therefore to homogenize itself into one value system becomes difficult. I will give you one example. The Citizenship Amendment Act is debated extremely high in Kerala at a time when we do not have any borders and we do not have any problem. None of the people in Kerala are affected by CAA, but the electoral narrative is such that why did you bring the religious factor into CAA? That is why they are asking. So we try to argue, on the other hand, none of the citizens of India, none of the people in Kerala are
network issue.
Why this? Because of the kind of narrative being developed in the particular state. So Congress also follow the narrative. Otherwise, the CPM will take away the narrative. So my point is simply this: every state has got its own regional dimensions. Even for national election, you cannot ignore that. So Lakshadweep, there was a reference. Fine, Lakshadweep is one of the constituencies having the least number of voters. But geographically, it doesn't have a direct link with the South India. It is not that directly connected. So it is having its own peculiar value system, and having the least number of voters in India, it has its own significance. And the nature of people, the kind of vocation, the ways of living, the kind of occupation, all these matter. And therefore, for strategically, Lakshadweep is important for India because of the fact that Indian Ocean and definitely Indo-Pacific is going to be important in the 21st century. At the same time, how to build a social development in the region, how we can develop as a tourist destination, and particularly now come from Maldives Islands. So all these are important things. Even when even when a national election is taking place, you have to debate regional as well as international issues. And now there is a question coming. My question is regarding Kachadweep Island and the BJP raising the fishermen. Well, this is also a very interesting question. Kachadweep Island, it is not even an island, but it's a small area having 239 acres. But it was historically being part of the traditional India, Ramanathapuram district of India. And the kind of kingdom of Ramanathapuram had some control of Kachadweep. But the fact was that we have agreed to leave it to Sri Lanka during the time of Nehru and later during the time of Indira Gandhi. Now, the fishers, actual problem with the Tamil Nadu is that the fishing community, in their approach and in their daily life, they have to get maximum fishing catch. They move on to that region, but Kachadweep being part of Sri Lanka practically now, the Sri Lankan Marines will arrest them. And therefore, the problem is that Sri Lankan Tamil fishers from Tamil Nadu are persecuted or having problems when they are arrested by the Sri Lankan police. So now this issue has been highlighted by BJP in an attempt to whip up Tamil sentiments in the region. It is exactly for that region they try to highlight the point, and it must have worked a little bit, but we are doing a little injustice to what we have done to India's foreign policy, because foreign policy has to change, but a continuity is important. Whatever we had settled with Sri Lanka, we cannot open it back. Suppose we are going to demand Kachadi back again. Already Sri Lanka is close to China. And we know Hambantota Island is dominated by China, and the money that they had invested and Sri Lankan's economic crisis. So all these are going to create problems in future. And if you are going to create a strong anti-Indian feeling in Sri Lanka, it is going to create significant geostrategic problems for India. This time it will come not from north, not from east, but from south. Going to insist that Kachadi should come back to India, I think Sri Lanka will be offended, and that other states will also feel that India, being a big state, is not empathetic to the smaller states, and that may bring a lot of disappointment for the smaller states across India. Some point in the sense that Indian fishers have to be given support, and they need to have some kind of freedom. The problem is that you cannot draw a line, a nautical line in the ocean. That's the problem. So unwittingly, unknowingly also, the Indian fisherman from Tamil Nadu may cross Indian sea boundary, Indian marine boundary, and may land up in Sri Lanka, particularly the Kachadi region. Historically, it was part of India. So we need to have an understanding. Police and marines should not misbehave with the Sri Lankan Indian fishers, Tamil fishers from Tamil Nadu, and should be given reasonable support to them. Otherwise, the kind of approach that Sri Lankan police is doing is creating a lot of ill feeling to Sri Lanka. Particularly now, the Sri Lanka is led by the Sinhalese majority, and historically, the Tamils who fought in Sri Lanka had been completely eliminated in Sri Lanka, as you know the history of LTT and that story. So at the same time, the problem with the Kachadi is the problem of Tamil fishermen from Tamil Nadu moving to the Indian waters, unknowingly slipping to Sri Lankan waters, particularly is no more a part of India. So this is an area where local issues come into conflict with international issues, particularly geostrategic issues. Thank you.
Thank you. Anybody else? और नहीं
Yes,
तो
उसी से जुड़ा सर एक और प्रश्न था कि जो लाभार्थी स्कीम जैसे नॉर्थ इंडिया में आज देखते हैं कि एक नया बीजेपी के लिए वोट बैंक क्रिएट करता है, वैसे ही बेनिफिशियरी स्कीम्स हैज हेल्प्ड द बीजेपी in the South India or not in getting vote share or increasing the vote share or not?
I could not catch up the question, Vermaji, completely.
Sir,
what he is saying, Gopabhai, is that the way Labharti schemes have brought voters close to the BJP in North India, how is the scenario in South?
You're saying that the kind of work that the BJP has done in North is not happening in South?
With the Labharti things, you know, the beneficiaries, the
5 kg ration, sir. 5 kg ration.
Pardon?
Various beneficiary schemes, various welfare schemes like housing,
Right to food. 5 kg ration to each and every household. 81 crores of people getting 5 kg ration.
Yes.
Labharti, that's. So that means that is working in the North Indian states. So is it working in the South Indian states or not? This is a simple question, sir. Yeah,
I understood. It's a very good question, very relevant question. In Kerala, it doesn't impact at all, to be very sure, because the public distribution system in Kerala has got a long history, and even the middle class are getting the benefits of public distribution system. and now you have only BPL, APL division between white and yellow cards. But actually, multidimensional poverty in Kerala is less than 1%. So that will not impact much in Kerala. But your question has got relevance as far as Tamil Nadu is concerned. I agree with that point. But welfare programs, social welfare program, the South Indian states, particularly Tamil Nadu, has been very poor. I remember while M.G. Ramachandran was a chief minister, he was the one who pioneered free food in the school. It became a trendsetter, and many states in India followed this policy of attracting dropout students to come back to the school so that they are assured of a breakfast and a meal. So what I would say is that already the subsidy schemes, including food schemes, are already there in Tamil Nadu and for a long time, like in Kerala. But over a period of time, Kerala has reached the level of a strong middle class across the caste and communities. But as far as Tamil Nadu is concerned, despite poverty, social welfare programs are doing very well. And there is a good competition between central and state government as far as welfare programs are concerned, social packages and social welfare programs are concerned. And as a result of which, definitely, they do not discriminate between national government and state government. It is a kind of competitive populism. And this kind of competitive populism is that they are assured that if central government is not giving a kind of welfare to some section, definitely the state government will take their responsibility. So it's a kind of populism that none of them will withdraw. Both central government and state government are in the line of distributing these welfare packages. And Tamil Nadu has been famous for doing this because even middle class people are getting a lot of packages in the form of Mixi, in the form of bicycle for girls, free laptops. So there are a lot of packages the Tamil Nadu state has been doing. So welfare measures. So this particular program, although it is very laudable, it's not much impact as far as Tamil Nadu and Kerala are concerned for different reasons. Karnataka, of course, it has some impact. Definitely it has some impact. Thank you.
Sir, I'm also reminded of Amma Canteen Yojana, Amma Canteen during Jalita regime.
True.
She started this Amma Canteen also. That means free ration to poor family.
Exactly.
So,
exactly.
yeah. हाँ, और किन्हीं को कोई सवाल अगर पूछना हो तो हम
Yes,
सीधे
sir,
सरोज
again, may I interrupt?
Yeah.
Sir, then can we say that these elections are national just because we are voting? We all Indians are voting for the formation of a national government. There are hardly some national, issues. Those are impacting the formation of the government or the voting process. So I don't see any particular kind of national issues that are impacting this formation of government. It is national just factually because we are voting for the formation of this government at the national level.
True. Yes. Yeah. So the interesting thing is that in between although amidst the national election, regional issues are coming up. I mentioned about ticket splitting because the voters are aware that it's a national election. So they need not vote accordingly as what they did for state election. But nevertheless, the regional issues are coming. The best example is what I said in Kerala. When Lok Sabha elections are taking place, why do Kerala voters consider the anti-incumbency factor against the LDF government? How do you interpret? So they are electing a government at the national level, but they are considering that the left is also a taboo for this Lok Sabha election. Why do they consider that? So the point is that despite ticket splitting, voters do consider regional issues along with national issues. There has been reference about Kachadip, there has been reference about Lakshadweep even in our discussion also. But as you rightly said, the narrative should have been national. And unlike last time, there is no foreign tension, there is no international conflict taking place, there is no problem of violence. But one aspect is that the kind of Maoism that happened in the recent past in some of the in Chhattisgarh and Jharkhand region did not have much impact in southern India. So the national priorities, what kind of national priorities should have dominated the theme? Like, for example, I will also attract your attention to the same question that somehow the debate during the peak of the campaign slipped from developmental issues, slipped from progressive issues to some of the sensitive issues, emotive issues. And some of these emotive issues include CAA, include the Uniform Civil Code. So some of these problems, when it comes, it becomes
network issue.
The third largest economy in the world. Why we did not discuss about complete elimination of poverty and ensure that a reasonably high middle class develop in the country and the purchasing power parity comes up. India is doing very well in information technology, nuclear research, pharmaceutical research. So there should have been a discussion on infrastructure. There should have been discussion on physical infrastructure, housing, and definitely on education. But unfortunately, these topics did not come in the narrative. That is an unfortunate thing in a national election. Very good question. I enjoyed that question because that brings us to think why we moved from developmental issues. Development, when I use, I did not mean only social welfare. I mean altogether developmental issues, including economic. We slip to emotive issues. Okay.
Okay, sir.
So that is how we have to think.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much, sir. So now we are coming to the second part of our today's discussion. And being a Keralite and a South Indian citizen of this country, so this is your perspective on the three states election, Tamil Nadu, Karnataka, and Kerala. But from the perspective of a North Indian citizen, I invite Professor Saroj Kumar Verma, sir. So kindly, एक नॉर्थ इंडियन क्या सोचता है कि साउथ इंडिया में वोटिंग किस प्रकार से होता है, किस प्रकार से होता है, तो मैं सर सरोज सर से निवेदन करूंगा सर, कैसे इसको किस तरीके से लिया जाए, नेशनल पर्सपेक्टिव में कैसे चीजों को समझा जाए. सरोज सर जयप्रकाश विश्वविद्यालय छपरा में आप डीन रहे हैं, आप प्रोफेसर रहे हैं और आप संघवाद पे आपका बहुत जबरदस्त काम रहा, आपने किताबें भी लिखी हैं. तो सर मैं आपसे निवेदन करता हूं. जी सर, अनम्यूट कर लें सर, अनम्यूट कर लें.
धन्यवाद संजय जी. आवाज आ रही है मेरी?
हाँ बिल्कुल आ रही है सर.
थैंक यू. First of all, my regards to Professor Gopa Kumar. It was a great pleasure hearing his finest analysis of politics in southern states. Sir, you have enriched all of us with your views, and we are thankful to Professor A.K. Verma, sir, for giving us this opportunity to hear you. Professor A.K. Verma, sir, is a great scholar.
Sir, just a minute, sir. I welcome Professor Jitendra Narayan, sir. आप भी जुड़ गए हैं सर, तो आपका भी बहुत बहुत स्वागत है सर. आपसे भी 2 मिनट मैं आपका समय लूंगा. जी सर. हाँ सर, कंटिन्यू करें सर. सरोज सर जी.
Yes, I was saying that Professor A.K. Verma, sir, is a great scholar, and we feel proud to be associated with his think tank CSSP and participating in its programs. Sir, I will try to highlight BJP's prospects in Kerala, Tamil Nadu, and Karnataka because performance of BJP in southern states will have its impact on national politics also. Sir, प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी लगातार दक्षिण भारत की यात्रा कर रहे हैं. अगर आप गौर करें तो आप देखेंगे कि पिछले 3 महीने में उन्होंने 75 बार दक्षिण राज्यों की यात्रा की. दक्षिणी राज्यों से लोकसभा की 130 सीटें हैं. संजय जी ने अभी इसके पहले बताया भी था. और लोग कहते हैं कि दक्षिण भारत में बीजेपी का कोई प्रभाव नहीं है और उसे कोई सीट नहीं मिलेगी इस बार के चुनाव में. उन्हें यह याद रखना चाहिए कि 2019 के चुनाव में बीजेपी को 29 सीटें मिली थी, जबकि कांग्रेस को केवल 27 सीटें मिली थी. 29 में से 25 कर्नाटका से थी और 4 तेलंगाना से थी. Out of 29 seats, 25 were from Karnataka and 4 were from Telangana. And Congress won 27 seats and 18 from Kerala. कांग्रेस ने जो 27 सीटें जीती उसमें 18 जो है वो केरला से थी. तो इस बार जो है वो बीजेपी का लक्ष्य 50 सीटें जीतने का है, जिसे मिशन 50 कहा जा रहा है। और ये लक्ष्य ऐसे ही नहीं रखा गया है, एक एक सीट का हिसाब किताब किया गया है और उसी के आधार पर यह लक्ष्य निर्धारित किया गया है। और अगर हम स्टेट वाइज इसका विश्लेषण करें तो केरल से 2 सीटों को जीतने का लक्ष्य है। सर ने भी बताया इसके बारे में, तिरुवनंतपुरम और अलपुजा।
त्रिचूर त्रिचूर
त्रिचूर त्रिशूर, जहां से AK एंटनी खड़े हैं सर, वो उस जगह का क्या वो उस कॉन्स्टिट्यूएंसी का क्या नाम है सर, जहां से AK एंटनी है? What is the name of the constituency from where AK Antony is contesting?
Oh, that is Pattanamthitta.
Sorry, his son Anil Antony is contesting.
Pattanamthitta.
Yes, Pattanamthitta. तो ये 2 सीटें जीतने का लक्ष्य है केरल।
I'm sorry to say he is a hopeless candidate.
Yes. So, 2014 में
it's an area where BJP has sufficient strength, but the candidatureship was wrong.
Okay. 2014 में सर तिरुवनंतपुरम में बीजेपी को 35.9% वोट मिले थे और कांग्रेस को 37.1, यानी केवल 2% ज्यादा, और शशि थरूर विजयी हुए थे। 2019 के चुनाव में कांग्रेस को 41% वोट मिले, जबकि बीजेपी को 33% वोट मिले। इसका मतलब ये हुआ कि बीजेपी को 2014 के मुकाबले 2% कम वोट मिले, जबकि कांग्रेस को 4% ज्यादा वोट मिले। और 2019 में फिर से शशि थरूर जीत गए। इसका एक बहुत बड़ा कारण सर ये भी था कि केरल की राजनीति में उस समय राहुल गांधी की नई एंट्री हुई थी और वे वायनाड से चुनाव लड़ रहे थे, और कांग्रेस की पूरी मशीनरी उस समय सक्रिय थी उनको जिताने में, और इसका भी प्रभाव अन्य क्षेत्रों पर भी पड़ा। लेकिन इस बार ऐसी बात नहीं है। इस बार मोदी जी सक्रिय हैं। हमने उन्हें केरल में पोंगल मनाते देखा है, हमने उन्हें क्रिश्चियन फादर्स के साथ क्रिसमस मनाते देखा, गुरुवायूर मंदिर में पूजा करते देखा। तो मुझे लगता है कि इसका प्रभाव तिरुवनंतपुरम सीट पर इस बार पड़ेगा। आपने भी सर कहा इस बात को कि तिरुवनंतपुरम सीट से कांग्रेस बीजेपी के प्रोस्पेक्ट बेटर। और दूसरी सीट जहां से वो अनिल एंटोनी खड़े हैं, जैसा कि आपने बताया कि वो बहुत ही पुअर कैंडिडेट हैं। हालांकि वो AK एंटनी के सुपुत्र हैं, काफी पढ़े लिखे भी हैं और उनका प्रभाव क्षेत्र भी है, लेकिन चलिए ठीक है, मैं मान लेता हूं कि वहां से वो कमजोर कैंडिडेट हैं। लेकिन बीजेपी की ये कोशिश है कि केरल से ये 2 सीटें वो जीतने का प्रयास करे। तमिलनाडु से बीजेपी का लक्ष्य 5 सीटें जीतने का है। पूरे तमिलनाडु में कन्याकुमारी या नागरकोइल, जैसा कि आपने कहा, एक ऐसी सीट है जहां से बीजेपी को 2 बार चुनाव वो जीत चुकी, और दोनों बार P राधाकृष्णन बीजेपी से जीते। पहली बार जब वो जीते तो वाजपेयी सरकार में मंत्री बने, दूसरी बार जीते तो मोदी सरकार में मंत्री बने, लेकिन 2019 में बीजेपी ये सीट हार गई थी। इस बार फिर से राधाकृष्णन बीजेपी के उम्मीदवार हैं। कन्याकुमारी में हमेशा से राष्ट्रीय पार्टियां जैसे कांग्रेस और बीजेपी मजबूत रही हैं, यानी नेशनल पार्टीज आर स्ट्रांग देयर एंड रीजनल पार्टीज हैव लेस इन्फ्लुएंस देयर इन कन्याकुमारी, जैसे DMK, ADMK वगैरह जो है।
एग्जैक्टली।
इस सीट पर ईसाई और हिंदू वोट जो है वो प्रभावी होते हैं। ईसाइयों की संख्या यहाँ 46% है, क्रिश्चियंस आर 46% देयर एंड हिंदूज हैव 50%। हिंदुओं की संख्या 50% है। अगर 4% हम मुस्लिमों को जोड़ दें तो माइनॉरिटीज जो है वो भी 50% हो जाते हैं। तो बीजेपी का जो टारगेट है वो 50% हिंदू वोट तो है ही, क्रिश्चियन लोगों को भी साथ लाने की कोशिश की जा रही, और इसीलिए प्रधानमंत्री मोदी बार बार क्रिश्चियन नेताओं से मिल रहे हैं, चर्च में जा रहे हैं, उनके साथ उनका फेस्टिवल मना रहे हैं। तो वो क्रिश्चियन लोगों को भी अपने पक्ष में लाने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं। हालांकि मणिपुर की घटना के बाद जो क्रिश्चियन कम्युनिटी है वहां की, उसके मन में असुरक्षा की भावना ज्यादा है। बीते कुछ दिनों में कन्याकुमारी में रिलीजियस पोलराइजेशन देखा गया है। मोदी की यात्रा का भी कुछ असर पड़ा है, और कन्याकुमारी की जो बगल वाली सीट है रामेश्वरम, वहां पे भी धार्मिक आधार पर हिंदू मतदाताओं को एक करने की कोशिश की जा रही है। के अन्नामलाई के बारे में सर ने बहुत विस्तार से बताया। कोयम्बटूर से वो चुनाव लड़ रहे हैं। वे बीजेपी तमिलनाडु में बीजेपी के वो सबसे बड़ा चेहरा है और हिंदुत्व पर वो मुखरता से बोलते भी। और सबसे बड़ी बात है कि कोयम्बटूर में 88% हिंदू आबादी है। बीजेपी को यहां से इसीलिए जीतने की पूरी उम्मीद है और इसीलिए पिछले 23 दिनों में प्रधानमंत्री मोदी 2 बार यहां रैली कर चुके हैं। वाराणसी तमिल संगमम की स्थापना, संसद में सेंगोल की स्थापना, जेएनयू में तमिल अध्ययन और शोध केंद्र की स्थापना, तमिल ब्राह्मणों के साथ निरंतर संवाद इत्यादि ऐसे कदम हैं जिससे यह लगता है कि बीजेपी तमिलनाडु में अपना प्रभाव बढ़ाना चाह रही है। और एक और बहुत महत्वपूर्ण बात सर मैंने अभी हाल में सुनी है और कहीं पढ़ा भी है कि अगर कोई महत्वपूर्ण व्यक्ति अगर किसी एक कॉन्स्टिट्यूएंसी से खड़ा होता है, कोई स्ट्रॉन्ग कैंडिडेट जो है, तो उसका प्रभाव उसके आसपास के क्षेत्रों पर भी पड़ता है। जैसे मोदी जी अगर वाराणसी से चुनाव लड़ रहे हैं तो निश्चित रूप से उसके आसपास के क्षेत्रों पर भी उसका प्रभाव पड़ता है बीजेपी के फेवर में। और मैंने ये सुना है अभी हाल में कि मोदी जी वाराणसी के अलावा तमिलनाडु की भी किसी सीट से चुनाव लड़ सकते हैं। और अगर ऐसा होता है तो तमिलनाडु के चुनाव पर, वहां के चुनाव परिणामों पर निश्चित रूप से इसका प्रभाव पड़ेगा। तेलंगाना से बीजेपी के अभी 4 सांसद हैं और बीजेपी का लक्ष्य इसे 5 या 7 तक पहुंचाना है। इस पे मैं विस्तार से नहीं जाऊंगा क्योंकि केवल हम यहाँ केरल, कर्नाटका और केरल, कर्नाटका और तमिलनाडु के बारे में चर्चा कर रहे हैं। आंध्र प्रदेश से भी सर ने भी बताया कि बीजेपी का लक्ष्य 2 या 3 सीटों को जीतने का है और तेलुगु देशम के सपोर्ट से बीजेपी ऐसा कर सकती। पुडुचेरी और लक्षद्वीप से भी एक लोकसभा सीटें हैं, इसमें भी अभी चर्चा हुई। लक्षद्वीप में जिस प्रकार अभी प्रधानमंत्री ने वहां की यात्रा की और टूरिज्म को जिस प्रकार से प्रमोट किया, निश्चित रूप से वहां की इकोनॉमी पर इसका असर पड़ेगा और हो सकता है कि आगे आने वाले चुनाव में इसका फायदा बीजेपी को हो। और जहां तक सर कर्नाटका का प्रश्न है, तो दक्षिण में बीजेपी को सबसे ज्यादा सीटें यहीं से मिली हैं और अभी भी वहां ज्यादातर लोगों का यही मानना है कि मोदी देश का नेतृत्व करने के लिए सबसे योग्य नेता है। इसी वजह से 2019 के लोकसभा चुनाव में बीजेपी ने वहां 28 में से 25 सीटें जीती। ये सच है कि 2023 के विधानसभा चुनाव में कांग्रेस 135 सीट जीतकर सरकार बनाने में सफल रही। लेकिन कर्नाटक में सर एक खास बात यह है कि कर्नाटक में जो मतदाता हैं वो लोकसभा और विधानसभा चुनावों में अलग अलग ढंग से मतदान करते हैं। 2023 में कांग्रेस की सरकार बनने के बाद जो 5 गारंटियां लागू की गई थी, उसका कुछ असर इस चुनाव पर देखने को मिल सकता है। जैसा कि अभी एक पार्टिसिपेंट ने क्वेश्चन भी किया सर से कि जो लाभार्थी स्कीम है इसका क्या असर पड़ेगा दक्षिण के चुनाव पे, तो मेरा ये कहना है कि वहां पे जो 5 गारंटियां लागू की गई हैं कर्नाटका में, इसका असर निश्चित रूप से आने वाले समय में कर्नाटक के जो रिजल्ट होंगे उस पर पड़ सकता है। जैसे कांग्रेस पार्टी ने वादा किया था कि हर परिवार को 200 यूनिट तक मुफ्त बिजली दी जाएगी। दूसरा वादा उसने किया कि जितने भी ग्रेजुएट बेरोजगार हैं उनको 3,000 रुपए मासिक भत्ता और डिप्लोमा होल्डर्स को 1,500 मासिक भत्ता दिया जाएगा। तीसरा उसने वादा किया कि प्रत्येक परिवार की एक महिला को 2,000 रुपए मासिक भत्ता दिया जाएगा। उसके बाद उनका था कि हर गरीब व्यक्ति को 10 किलोग्राम मुफ्त अनाज दिया जाएगा। और 5वां वादा था कि हर महिला को सरकारी बसों में मुफ्त सफर की सुविधा मिलेगी। तो महिलाएं जो हैं वो निश्चित रूप से इस घोषणा के बाद कांग्रेस की तरफ वो थोड़ा अट्रैक्ट हुई हैं, क्योंकि उन्हें हर महीने 2,000 रुपए मिल रहे हैं, सरकारी बसों में मुफ्त यात्रा की सुविधा मिल रही है और हर महीने चावल खरीदने के लिए उन्हें 120 रुपए मिल रहे हैं। तो इसका असर मतदाताओं पर दिखाई दे रहा है। और वहां पे जो चीफ मिनिस्टर और डिप्टी चीफ मिनिस्टर के बीच में जो विवाद था वो भी थोड़ा शिथिल पड़ा है। तो मुझे ये लगता है कि इसका असर कांग्रेस को 5 से 8 सीटों का फायदा कर्नाटक में हो सकता है, लेकिन कर्नाटक में मोदी की लोकप्रियता अभी भी कायम है और राज्य बीजेपी नेतृत्व के कमजोर होने के बाद भी बीजेपी का जो स्टेट लीडरशिप है वो बहुत वीक है। तो इसके बावजूद बीजेपी सबसे बड़ी पार्टी बनेगी, इसमें कोई शक नहीं है, लेकिन बीजेपी की सीटें कुछ कम जरूर हो सकती हैं, ऐसा राजनीतिक विश्लेषकों का मानना है। और आपने भी ये कहा कि बीजेपी को जेडीएस के साथ मिलकर ज्यादा से ज्यादा 20 सीटें मिल सकती हैं। तो सर, कुल मिलाकर मुझे यही कहना है कि पूरे दक्षिण राज्यों में मोदी की छवि अच्छी है और उनकी लोकप्रियता भी है और सीटों की संख्या बढ़ाने के लिए पार्टी द्वारा निरंतर प्रयास भी किए जा रहे हैं। तो ये कहना कि दक्षिण राज्यों में बीजेपी मुकाबले में कहीं है ही नहीं, ये उचित नहीं होगा। और मुझे ये लगता है कि आने वाले समय में जो चुनाव परिणाम होंगे वो आश्चर्यजनक हो सकते हैं। बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद सर, बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद संजय जी, आपने मुझे समय
थैंक यू
दिया।
सर, थैंक यू सो नाइस ऑफ सर। आपने तो बहुत ही शानदार तरीके से एक जो पर्सपेक्टिव लिया और जो विश्लेषित किया है सर, विद फैक्ट्स। सबसे बड़ी बात है, आपने जो तथ्यों को लिया है और कर्नाटका के चुनाव को आपने जिस प्रकार से पांच जो संकल्प की बात की है
गारंटियां
और
हैं।
हाँ, पांच गारंटी की जो बात की है सर, तो निश्चित तौर पर एक आधार तो मिलता ही है चीज चुनाव विश्लेषण की, कैसे किस प्रकार से किया जाए। मैं सीधे वर्मा सर, एके वर्मा सर, क्योंकि बहुत सारी चीजें आपके दिमाग में भी चल रही, मैं सीधे अब आपसे ही मुखातिब होता हूँ सर। और आप कैसे देखते हैं इस चुनाव को, किस प्रकार से देखते हैं, और क्या लगता है कि भाजपा के लिए क्या कुछ संभावनाएं हैं, या 29 से सीटें कम होंगी या दो चार सीटें बढ़ सकती हैं? तो मुझे लगता है कि क्या कुछ ऐसी संभावना है कि वोटिंग परसेंटेज तो हो सकता है बीजेपी का बढ़े, लेकिन सीटों की संख्या में शायद कुछ कमी रह ही जाए, या इसको किस तरीके से देखा जाए, मैं आपसे समझना चाह रहा हूँ सर। वर्मा सर। जी सर।
थैंक यू संजय जी। इतने अच्छे अच्छे उद्बोधनों के बाद, आफ्टर लिसनिंग टू प्रोफेसर गोपा कुमार and Professor Saroj Verma, and so factually loaded, so analytically balanced, and very sane presentations, मैं अपने को इस योग्य नहीं महसूस करता हूँ कि मैं साउथ इंडिया की पॉलिटिक्स पे कुछ बोल सकूं। और बड़ा एम्बेरसिंग है मेरे लिए ये इस समय बोलना इस प्रकार के अच्छे अच्छे प्रेजेंटेशंस के बाद। लेकिन अब चूंकि आपने आदेश दिया है तो इसका पालन तो करना ही पड़ेगा। मैं बहुत ज्यादा उसके बारे में इधर उधर नहीं कहूंगा क्योंकि बड़े अच्छे अच्छे प्रेजेंटेशंस हो गए हैं। बस एक चीज मुझे समझ में आ रही है कि अभी एक छात्रा ने क्वेश्चन उठाया था कि भाई, दिस इज अ नेशनल इलेक्शन एंड व्हाई आर वी नॉट रेजिंग नेशनल इश्यूज, व्हाई आर वी ओनली रेजिंग इमोटिव इश्यूज। तो इसमें संजय जी मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि इसमें मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि ये जो जिम्मेदारी होती है नैरेटिव्स की, स्पेशली ड्यूरिंग इलेक्शंस, इसकी बहुत ज्यादा जिम्मेदारी अपोजिशन पे होती है कि व्हाट काइंड ऑफ पोजर्स, व्हाट काइंड ऑफ इंटरोगेटरीज, व्हाट काइंड ऑफ इश्यूज डू यू रेज so that the person in power can respond to them. Unfortunately, this Indie alliance has lost the game, not only organizationally from the very beginning that we have written a lot about, and now we can see that there is a lot of disarray and they are scattered. Initially, when the Indie alliance was formed, the approach was that there would be 1-to-1 fight, one Indie alliance and one BJP, and that would have been a fantastic election if that would have been the scenario, and if that they would have been able to catch up with. But unfortunately, they have frittered away and lost the game that way, on one hand. And secondly, what I see is that they have only one agenda that they have been constantly raising, and that is to remove Modi. Modi hatao. Now, when you are only raising an issue कि हमको भाई मोदी को हटाना है, every political party is saying मोदी ये है, मोदी वो है, मोदी हटाओ. Opposition parties have not put sharp pointed questions at the incumbent government. That gentlemen, you are claiming to 400 plus seats and you are in the power for the last 10 years. These are our very pointed, sharp questions of issues on development and national issues, issues of security, issues of economics, issues of federalism, and so many issues which Gopal Bhai very correctly pointed out. Now, why don't you respond to all this? Then the opposition would have forced the incumbent government to respond to those issues. The price rise, inflation, unemployment. I mean, we are a we are the largest country in the world, population-wise now. As we all know, we have overtaken China. So our problems also need to be the maximum in the world. When you have such a large population and that to a developing country, our problems are bound to be whether this party is in power or that party is in power doesn't make any difference. When Congress was in power, we have seen how things were. When BJP is in power, we are seeing how things are. And therefore, that question interested me very much, that why we are not able to focus on national issues when we have a national election. So that is my response to that question, that the responsibility for this largely goes to the opposition parties, and they have not been able to browbeat the incumbent government on issues, and they have raised emotive issues, and therefore Modi is raising all kind of emotive issues to connect with the people, and these people have got marginalized. The second thing, coming to the South Indian politics, uh, it is very unfortunate that sitting in the north we have very little information or interest, I would say, or knowledge about the South Indian politics. I am very confident in confessing at least my ignorance about South Indian politics. But of late, when the focus has shifted to Tamil Nadu, so I will only focus on the Tamil Nadu because Gopabhai and Professor Verma have already spoken about all the states, so there is no need to repeat all those things. But I have been watching the Tamil Nadu politics a little more closely, and what I have seen is that the people of Tamil Nadu, they are not only national, they are very global. As we all have seen when we go abroad, we find that it is the Tamil dominance everywhere in the society, whether it be US or whether it be England or whether this country or that country, you will always find a Tamil community very, very, important and influential over there. So the Tamil people have not only, as somebody was saying, it was regional, Tamil politics, but I understand that the Tamil politics might be regional, but the Tamil outlook is not regional. Tamil thinking is not regional. They are not only national, but they transcend the national boundaries and they are global. That is one thing. But what is the tragedy of the Tamilian politics is that the Tamil politics has been reduced to DMK versus AIADMK, and it has been christened as Dravidian politics. And as you all very well know, that the AIADMK was a splinter of the DMK and came out of this. So virtually they are the same. And the only difference is that the AIADMK had a nationalist perspective. They were more national, they were more patriotic, and they were more a little soft. And here, what I am going to tell you is very important and interesting thing, that after the decline of AIADMK post Jayalalitha, there was a leadership problem, as Gopavai was mentioning, and the party came to a decline. Now, because the fact that the party is in shambles leadership wise, and there was a, you can say, political vacuum, because in a bipolar or bi-party politics, DMK versus ADMK, if one party declines, then there is a space. And here is the party, the BJP, saw an opportunity to, occupy that space. But the problem was that the Tamil politics is also personality cult centric. If you see, lot many film stars and film icons, they have been the political leaders. Be it Jayalalitha, be it MG Ramchandra, be it anybody. So it's a personality driven and personality centric political leadership position in Tamil Nadu that works very well. That is one thing. And the second thing is that the AIDMK branch of the Dravidian politics was nationalistic. Now, after the demise of Jayalalitha and there is a little vacuum, the BJP got a very important opportunity to fill that void. But the question was, since since the Tamilian politics and the Dravidian politics is also personality cult driven, there wasn't any personality in Tamil Nadu to, capture that space and lead that capture. And here is the BJP did two, three things. One is that they brought Modi very much in the scene. As Professor Saroj Verma was saying, that he has visited 70 times or so South Indian politics. So the one thing that the BJP has done is that because of that personality cult, politics of Tamil Nadu, he has brought in a personality which is not only nationally but also internationally accepted, of course, accepted in Tamil Nadu too. So Modi has become that personality around which the cult politics in Tamil Nadu works. So that is the one thing which they have done. But since Modi is a national personality, they needed a person like Annamalai, who is an IPS officer and he is called Singham. He's called, in the common parlance, he's called Singham, in such a sharp and brave IPS officer, that he's called Singham in the local parlance. So he was asked to resign and join the BJP, and he was not only that, he was made the president of the Tamil Nadu unit of the BJP, and he is now leading the BJP over there. And what he has done is that he has provided that, centrality to the Tamil Nadu politics, which was missing in the BJP. That is what. That is a very important thing, that now the BJP has a leadership, a personality over there around which the people can join. But more important is that because the AIADMK supporters were nationalistic and they were, very much patriotic and all, they thought that why to align with the AIDMK, which is declining? Why not align with the party which is openly nationalistic and openly patriotic? So when you have a choice. Earlier you did not have the choice. Now the AIDMK people, AIDMK supporters, they had a choice, and the choice is that they have now a BJP party around which they could be more nationalistic and openly patriotic and this and that. So number one, important personality cult has been, there in the name of Modi and in the name of Annamalai. That is one. Two, that ideologically they are already BJP people, but there was, since no BJP, they had to vote only for the AIDMK. That is the thing. Second thing. And the third thing is, and that is also very important, that the women folk in Tamil Nadu, they had been voting more for the AIDMK than the DMK. DMK has no good reputation that way. They might be strong, but they are also ruffians, as Gopalbhai told. They are also, doing a lot of not very palatable things. So the women folk, they were more aligned to the AIDM. And with the decline of AIDMK, the women folk in Tamil Nadu have got an opportunity to shift to the BJP. That is the third thing. So a few things, though, looking at this, development, the chief minister of Tamil Nadu made certain, concessions to the women. For example, he has made free bus rides for women, 1,000 for women, a scholarship or whatever, grants, something of that kind. So some women have, of course, shifted to the DMK also, but a very large chunk of the DMK women have shifted to the BJP now. So because of two, three things. And finally, this gentleman Annamalai, what he has done is that he has undertaken a yatra of entire Tamil Nadu, and probably some of you surely would know it, that he has not only undertaken a yatra of Tamil Nadu, he has and this is a record, this is a history, that he has undertaken a yatra of each and every assembly constituency in Tamil Nadu. Mind it, he has not just visited like Rahul Gandhi's Bharat Jodo Yatra. He has visited each and every assembly constituency in Tamil Nadu. And by doing this, he has connected with the people. And in connecting with the people, there has been a huge response to his yatras. And what he has done during these yatras, that he has explained the BJP's ideology to the people in their local language, which was earlier not there. So these are some of the developments which are very, very important, which in the north probably we do not know. And finally, one last point that I will close, and that is the trump card of Modi, which he is holding to his chest close, and that is the Rajnikant card. If you remember, when all the people refused to attend the Ram Mandir ceremony over there, Pran Pratishtha, it was Rajnikant, if you have noticed in the television, who was sitting besides Tendulkar during the Pran Pratishtha, just seated adjacent to Tendulkar. And he was very much there in Tamil Nadu. And if you have any idea of the Rajnikant's influence on Tamil politics, you would probably know that he can say 10 to 11% voters this way or that way. He hasn't to campaign, and he has just to put an notification on the X, the Twitter, that he will say something, and that he is so hugely popular. And that is the trump card which Modi is holding close to his chest. Of course, he has not used Rajnikant in this election, but certainly Rajnikant is going to be a trump card for the BJP politics in the future. Of course, coming the assembly election. So all these things are, to me, appears that I'm not into the number game of this seat or that seat or how many seats. The only thing is that, as Gopalbhai very rightly said, that this year the BJP is going to do two important things. One is that it is going to make the fight triangular in the south, where it was earlier bi-party or bipolar. It was DMK versus AIDMK in the Tamil Nadu, and it was UDF versus LDF in the Kerala, right? So in both the states, they have now become a third force, and that to a third force, not a very important force, Sanjay. And you will be surprised that in doing this becoming this third force in Tamil Nadu, the BJP has made an alliance with 9 small parties, the PMK being the most important, to which they have ceded 10 seats. So to align with 9 Tamilian parties is not a small thing, Sanjay ji. We have seen the impact of aligning with the marginal parties in Uttar Pradesh. These parties might be important in one or two constituencies, but when you align with the smaller and marginal groups, then it creates a hype all over the state that this party is with the marginals, this party is with the poor, this party is with the marginalized, and that gives you a pan-state advantage. So I do not know how much advantage the BJP will get this time, but the kind of overarching ideology, organizational thing, campaign strategy, Tamilian, and as you very clearly mentioned, the Sangol, and not only Sangol Sanjay, but Modi is reciting verses from Trikural. Modi is giving importance to Thiruvallavur whenever he is visiting Tamil Nadu. So all these things he is praying, and the Tamil Samagan and the Parasi Tamil people. So all these things he is playing, and during the Pran Pratishtha at Ayodhya, you might have noticed that when he was doing fasting for 10, 12 days to prepare himself for the Pran Pratishtha, he was visiting all the temples in the south. So these are not small things. India is a very emotional people. India is a very, very emotional people. It watches very, very small things, and your very small things can be deeply impactful. And that's what Modi is doing. That he has not only become a symbol of national issues, which the girl was raising, that why we are not raising national issues. Modi himself has become an icon of national issues, that now the youth is convinced that he is there for the national security, he is there for the national development, he is there for the revival of Hindu asmita and identity, which we are losing. So all these things put together, all everybody sees all these things put together in Modi and South. You will not believe that there are more temples in South than what you have in the North. The people of South are more religious than what the people of North are. So if this thing is all these things, Modi has seen the whole thing. He has studied, he has watched, he has researched, and he has accordingly at least focused to make Tamil Nadu a next Karnataka, probably in the South Indian politics. That will happen or not, I do not know. But I can see that entire move that Tamil Nadu is going to be the next Karnataka in South Indian politics. Thank you very much. You are mute. Sanjay ji, you are mute.
हाँ, थैंक यू सो मच सर। आपने तो बहुत ही एक दूसरे एंगल से, आपने एक बिल्कुल नए एंगल के हिसाब से साउथ की पॉलिटिक्स को, मुझे लगता है कि आगे जो साउथ की पॉलिटिक्स एक टर्न अराउंड ले सकती है, आपने उस पर एक अपना दृष्टिकोण रखा है सर। अच्छा, एक चीज मैं और बता दूं कि सीएसएसपी जो है वह यूपी की पॉलिटिक्स का एक अध्ययन कर रही है फील्ड में, और चूंकि फर्स्ट फेज का इलेक्शन हो चुका है, so now we are conducting in field studies, the post poll studies in यूपी। और मुझे लगता है कि आगामी एक महीने 1.5 महीने में जब हम लोग अपने डेटा के साथ आएंगे तो इस पे भी चर्चा करेंगे, नॉर्थ इंडियन स्टेट्स के बारे में भी करेंगे, और यूपी के बारे में स्पेशली हम लोग जरूर करेंगे कि देखते हैं क्या इम्पैक्ट है, क्या यहाँ पे नेशनल इश्यूज महत्वपूर्ण है, मुद्दा महत्वपूर्ण है, या मोदी महत्वपूर्ण है। तो ये चीजें डेटा ही बताएगा। और मैं जितेंद्र सर आपसे आग्रह करूंगा, सर 2 मिनट आप भी सर समय दें कि आप क्या सोचते हैं साउथ इंडियन पॉलिटिक्स पे स्पेशली, उसके बाद फिर हम लोग वाइंड अप करेंगे। जी सर, जितेंद्र
Sanjay
सर।
ji, so detailed, Gopa bhai, too much. Yes, we have
जी
already exceeded the time limit. So ध्यान रखिएगा, he had already been in the meeting for 2 hours before our session. So
जी
आप
सर,
उसको टाइम से ही वाइंड अप करिएगा।
नहीं नहीं बिल्कुल, बस इसके बाद वाइंड अप ही कर देंगे जी।
हाँ
2 घंटा बस, 7:30
हाँ,
मतलब
हाँ
मैक्सिमम
इकट्ठे
7:35 तक सर। हाँ
इकट्ठे नमस्कार। और देर से जुड़ने के लिए हम क्षमा चाहते हैं। हमारे समधी साहब की आज पुण्यतिथि थी, उसी की वजह से हमको थोड़ी देरी हो गई। आई एम सॉरी फॉर दैट एंड आई कुड नॉट बेनिफिट एज आई शुड हैव बीन फ्रॉम द लेक्चर ऑफ प्रोफेसर गोपा,
सर,
बट आई
यूट्यूब पे है सर, ये भेज देंगे आपको, यूट्यूब पे है, अभी
या
हम लोग
ओके
का चल रहा है
ओके
हाँ
थैंक यू।
ठीक है सर।
But whatever
जी
I have gathered, the information and after the speech of Professor A.K. Verma and before that Saroj Kumar Verma, I think nothing has been left. I am also not expert so far as the South India is concerned. But as a student of political science, I must say that the kind of divide which was created just after independence, North, South, the kind of politics, the regional politics, I think that this is the time when the country is moving in a nationalistic way. An entire nation has been taken as a one unit. Earlier, everybody will agree, and this is a fact, that uneven development was not only surface but was what reality of Indian politics. But Burma sir has rightly pointed out, and this is a fact, that South has always been the center of the Indian culture. Uh, uh, वो एरिया जो है वो मुस्लिम इन्वेजन से कम इफेक्टेड था. So it is easy to raise such questions, such issues which connect the Indian culture from north to south and Singal. Not only that, Kambak Ramayana. There is a very important thing which has been we have witnessed what Modi ji has done during before Pran Pratishtha. He has visited all the places of South, which are very important and that connects the entire nation as a one nation. So I think earlier about the Jansangh and BJP, it was said this is a party of Banias. You see, this is the party of North. But the way it functions, the way the Sangha Parivar works for the nationalism, for the unity of the nation, and Modi has become a brand of that. And he is doing everything in national perspective. And South India is very sensitive and culturally very rich. And I think that this is the high time when that reason has been taken personally by Modi ji and Bharatiya Janata Party to connect what kind of result South will give to this election. I also do not know. I am not expert. Rather, I do not know uh, 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 the thing which is required for being an expert in the field of analysis, election analysis of the South. But I must thank each and everyone who have enriched my knowledge. Only one thing I could tell you, friends, that things will change in taking national perspective into considerations, and young generation feel the kind of nationalism, the kind of a strong, the concept of a strong nation, the kind of the development, the kind of economic power India is going to gain 3 trillion economy. Everything is being watched very seriously as the North Indian people is watching, South Indian people are also watching. And the persons who have been taken in South politics by BJP and personally by Modi ji is very calculative move, and you will find the result not in this election but in the coming elections. I hope that India as one nation will vote in future, because India is one nation. It was divided for the petty interest, for the for the family interest, for the divide which works for the forces against India will be defeated with such move of BJP. And I think it will निश्चित रूप से इसका प्रभाव आने वाले वर्षों में भी दिखाई पड़ेगा और इस इलेक्शन में भी दिखाई पड़ेगा. जो सिंघम की बात है, जो कम्बक रामायण की बात है, जितने सिंगौल की बात है, ये सामान्य चीजें नहीं है. दीज थिंग्स कनेक्ट साउथ टू नॉर्थ. साउथ के पंडितों का यहाँ आना, जिस काइंड जाति पाति की बात की गई तो बताया गया कि साउथ के जो पंडित आए हैं वो कोई अपर कास्ट के लोग नहीं है. ये सारी छोटी छोटी चीजें जो दिखाई पड़ती हैं, इसका बड़ा असर पड़ता है. ये साफ दिखाई पड़ता है. ये छोटी चीजें लोग ओवरलुक कर जाते हैं. ये जो आप साउथ पे जो देख रहे हैं, जिस तरह की जो राजनीति होती आई है, उस पर विराम तो नहीं लगा है, लेकिन कमजोर पड़ने लगी. और उसका कमजोर पड़ना भारतीय जनता पार्टी के लिए हमेशा ताकत की बात रही है. आप जम्मू कश्मीर से लेकर के साउथ तक अगर एक नजर डालें सरसरी निगाह से, तो इतना स्पष्ट है कि धीरे धीरे काम होता है होम्योपैथिक मेडिसिन की तरह, लेकिन वो जड़ से बीमारी समाप्त करने की कोशिश होती है. कितनी हो पाती है ये तो वहां के लोगों के रिस्पॉन्स पर, दवा कैसे रिएक्ट कर रही है तो लग रहा है. अब रिएक्ट करके वो कितना समाधान कर पाएगी. जब वर्मा सर जैसे लोग, इतना ज्ञानी लोग नहीं कह पाते हैं, तो मैं तो उस क्षेत्र में बिल्कुल अज्ञानी हूँ. आपने हमको इतना समय केवल दिया, आपने हौसला अफजाई के लिए, इज्जत के लिए, उसके लिए बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद. थैंक यू वेरी मच.
थैंक यू सर, थैंक यू सो नाइस सर. और मेरे ख्याल से अब 2 घंटे सर हो गए हैं. और इस नोट के साथ एक चीज और मैं बता दूं कि तमिलनाडु में पहले फेज में ही सारे सीट्स के चुनाव हो चुके हैं. 39 सीट्स जो तमिलनाडु में है. तो अब तो खैर कोई स्ट्रेटेजी बचती नहीं है. बाकी कर्नाटक में 2 फेज में चुनाव होना, केरला में पूरा एक फेज में हो जाना है. तो इस नोट के साथ कि जैसे जैसे ये चुनाव आगे बढ़ता जाएगा तो शायद कुछ नए इश्यूज सामने आएंगे, लेकिन आज के बातचीत में ऐसा मुझे लगा कि शायद जो नेशनलिस्टिक जो पर्सपेक्टिव है जो पूरे चुनाव का, वो बड़ा ही महत्वपूर्ण होता है। और नॉर्थ और साउथ के बीच का जो कनेक्टिंग लाइन है वो शायद यही है, और कहीं ना कहीं वो एक हिंदुत्व की जो अवधारणा है जिसके आधार पर, यानी जो बीजेपी का ये जो प्लैंक है, इसके आधार पर ही वो अपने वोटर्स को ले सकते हैं, अपने साथ ले सकते हैं। और शायद कमिंग इलेक्शंस में इस पे आगे आने वाले समय में शायद साउथ में भी बीजेपी मजबूत हो सकती है। तो ये तमाम सारी चीजें, लेकिन आज के पूरे चर्चा में एक दो चीजें जो मुझे लगता है कि सिर्फ राष्ट्रवाद और हिंदुत्व की अवधारणा ही एक महत्वपूर्ण मुद्दा नहीं है। कहीं ना कहीं बहुत सारे मुद्दे और भी महत्वपूर्ण है जो मुझे लगता है, जैसे बेरोजगारी एक मुद्दा है, इकोनॉमिक स्टेटस एक मुद्दा है, इसके अलावा इलेक्टोरल बॉन्ड भी एक मुद्दा है। तो ये सारे के सारे राष्ट्रीय मुद्दे हैं जिसपे भी चर्चा जरूर होनी चाहिए, और इसके
Sir,
आधार पर भी
Manipur is also a kind of body.
मणिपुर एक मुद्दा है। तो ये तमाम सारे मुद्दे हैं जिसको हम लोग को नहीं भूलना चाहिए। इन्हीं नोट के साथ मैं आप सभी का बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद मैं देता हूं, और पुनः एक नए विषय के साथ, और हो सकता है कि अगले जो महीने के जो हम लोग टॉक्स रखें तो उसमें शायद नॉर्थ इंडिया के कुछ स्टेट्स को हम लोग लें और उस पर हम लोग बातचीत करें। हो सकता है बिहार हो या बंगाल हो। इसी नोट के साथ आप सभी का बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद। आप विशेषकर से गोपाल सर, so many thanks to you for
Thanks.
enlightening us, for throwing light on the South Indian politics of three states particularly. एंड टू सरोज वर्मा सर, आपको भी बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद सर, आपने जिस तरीके से तथ्यात्मक तरीकों से रखा। जितेंद्र सर, और अल्टीमेटली हमारे डायरेक्टर प्रोफेसर ए के वर्मा सर, कि विदाउट योर इंटरवेंशन नथिंग कैन बी कंप्लीट। सो आपका सर बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद, सभी पार्टिसिपेंट्स का बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद सर। और मेरे ख्याल से सभी, जी सर।
Let me just thank
जी सर।
Gopa ji, because he has been
जी
so
सर।
very busy, and I'm very grateful. We have been friends for a very long time. I think it's 45 years or so probably.
यस।
And my just one request here.
सभी लोग अपना वीडियो ऑन कर लें 1 मिनट के
And,
लिए।
as you all have seen, he is speaking from the place where he was having a 2-hour meeting. Right now, he has not been able to visit his home.
Yeah.
So I apologize, Gopa bhai, for detaining you.
Yeah, no problem. It is a very insightful discussion. I'm sitting in the same office where I had the meeting, so
Yeah.
but it was very useful, and I too enjoyed your talk on Tamil Nadu, and also the general message that has come, how BJP is very carefully planning to penetrate into the south by bringing a truly nationalist approach. Very insightful, very insightful. There's a great message in this discussion. Thank you very much.
We have greatly benefited.
Thank you, Professor Gopa Kumar ji.
Thank you very much. Thank you very
I
much.
missed you. I must watch YouTube.
Yes,
I
you
will
must.
definitely.
You will not. Nobody will miss anything. It is all on the YouTube, and you can.
Sir, you are there. How you could allow anybody to miss anything of CSSP? Kanpur.
Bye.
So
Thank you.
thank you
Good
all.
night.
Thank you all very much, and good night. Good night.